really play better than they can. Watching these you want to get bearish, let's say the daily candle start wicking down, looking like we might want to close below, then we might want to continue down and reach for these lows. But we've already reached some other key levels and inside of a big inefficiency or a big fair value gap. So uh, it's kind of the idea for the daily chart. And now you can see here we have these lows and then we have these highs. But I was anticipating if last night if we had closed above here and we start working above this upper wick or the upper half once we got above it, right? Because if we were going to be bearish, then I would have think that we would have just traded inside of here and then start reacting lower overnight. Maybe not reaching for the low, but not taking out, not working up here. So probably just coming in here and then working down here somewhere. But I was also getting at the fact that if we closed above this wick and we start working in the upper half, then I'll be watching for this buy stop liquidity over here. So that's that. What I'm gonna do is mark the high and the low of this opening range. And then I'm gonna get rid of I wanna get rid of these for a second, but I understand that if we come back below here, we're gonna be working below that wick. Right? See if the 4 hour close. Yeah, the 4 hour closed above it. So now we're just treating this wick here and this fair value gap here right here as an inversion. Make it white. No, I made this different color. Let me see what we have today. Quick. 25th. Yeah, we got 8:15-ish. Yeah, yellow folder news. It don't seem like it's major. We'll see. I do want to add 7:30 first presented fair value yet, which is there. No, not purple, my bad. Tripping. All right, here we go. Now, I mean, I'm at the point where I need to see either the high taken out, or realistically, the low getting taken out first. Because then, if we push up higher, then for me, I'd like to look for a short-term play to the back to the downside, to then for it to potentially want to push back up. That's kind of the idea on the 15-minute chart. And I mean, again, we do have these relatively low highs, but I'm gonna use this previous day high. This, or it's gonna be that the current yeah, it is the current day or previous day high. Let me just show you real quick. So we have this. So I'm gonna go back to the 15 real quick. So yeah, now what I'm gonna do is now we do have My bad. Let me mark out. Actually, I'll mark this one, this minor by side too, and then I'll mark this one as well, just in case, because we don't always have to reach for the previous day high or the main other buy stops. We sometimes we just come for this, and then we get our retrace, right? That can be a setup to then potentially want to go long, especially during 9:30. Unless we're just gonna be straight bullish for the morning, then I prefer to see a drawback pullback first. Then we go hard. Let's see if we looking like we do want to push up there. Let me just go to the 1 minute chart. Let me update this high. Smooth. Alright, let's put these highs. I'm gonna have to focus on that. Alright. So I'm trying to see if we get a first presented gap. It's the 7:30 open, but right now actually it's kinda like chopping. Might not get it set up today, to be honest. Just might not. I don't know. I mean, if we do, we do. If we win, we win. If we lose, we lose. You know, it's bound to happen. Nobody take 100% winning trades. So only thing we can do is just take the highest probability trade. And if nothing high probability shape up, then we call it that. Not much to really go over. Waiting, I'm waiting. can already tell it's looking like a interesting morning. Right, so though, if we're gonna be bullish, like I mentioned, then I'd rather see this low taken out once more before we end up deciding to want to go higher. Because that's if we want to go lower though, I'll be looking for price. Let's go for this. So negative 0.5 lining up with the uh, zero point 0.5 from the wick. Right, we have the negative 0.5 standard deviation from the opening range that lines up with this, the 0.5 level. Negative 0.5 level lines up with the 0.5 level from that daily uh, wick midpoint. So now that we know if we over exceed this, right, if we push to the downside, -1 is here, and it in a sense lines up with this inefficiency. So the moment we start working below this low over here, this is where I'll be shifting back to the bearish. Even though we're kind of above all these key levels, we have some lots of relative lows down here, but um, we might have put in a low for Monday, like I was mentioning. I think in my other life, like last week, for example, we put in the high of the week for on Monday, and now this is the low of the week today on Monday, even though that's Asian session low, which is this. So we could come for that still. You know, the market could change trends at any point, and that's what I'm mentioning. That if we get below here, that's where I'll be shifting bearish to the downside, obviously, to like to these levels here, or better yet, even like to the midnight opening price. Yeah. So that's kind of the idea. So I'm gonna get rid of this for now in a quadrant. That way it's not taking up too much space. Yeah. And if I go to the 15-minute, or let's say like the hourly, and not really much down here besides this order block. So I mean that is pretty decent. Then we have this breaker too. We got this candle low. We got this candle low, candle high, lower low, and then we made a higher high, which makes a breaker now. So I mean, if we do trade down into here, definitely looking for some like long play to happen from outside of here. Um, we'll go back out to the higher time frame if needed. So I mean, if we do want to take buy stops and get weak, that's also fine. Just for a short term pullback, but I do think this gonna try to like run for these highs up in here, or better yet, even this one. Right, we got lots of buy side liquidity to want to reach for, especially since last we put in the low, or since last week Monday put in the high. So this week can be the opposite. It can put in the low of the week and do its thing. So we really gotta wait and see what happens. Let's go to the 1 minute chart just for a second. Now we did take out this opening range high right now. So sometimes we get it to where like the opening range high is good enough, and then market will then proceed to start to drop. So that's a possibility. But I'm interested in seeing what's about to happen. Um, do here. Cause like we're close to a 50-minute high. Besides, This one. Okay. Now, in a sense, we don't necessarily have to. Like, I do count the open range high, but honestly, it is a Tuesday, so again, I'm not in a rush to place any trades. Alright. Okay, we are getting that strength to the upside, which I am liking, and we respecting this 15-minute inefficiency too. You got to keep that in mind. And we have this inversion over here, so I definitely wouldn't mind seeing price getting taken, the high getting taken out. I do want to see the low get taken out first, but if we do want to take out the buy stops, and then let's say we get short temporarily to then go long around 9:30 to give it that extra boost, then I don't mind it, you know. We're gonna have the 7:30 first presented gap here. Make sure we don't have no volume imbalance. All right, yeah, we good. No volume imbalance. Right. So we got that. Now, honestly, let's see what we got going on. We just gonna run for the highs, or regardless of it, start Judah swing, and this is kind of the model we trade. We look for the Judah swing in either direction to then give us the opportunity to go, you know, to give us that bias in a sense. Right. That really gives me like the idea of what price may or may not want to do. So treat the 7:30 like 9:30, right? Judah swing. Now we Judah swing in a buyer when the market open or 7:30 open. Here, taking out this minor high. So we could ultimately start getting some type of work back in here, taking out the lows, which I hope it does it soon instead of doing it around 9:30. I'd rather this thing like displace up higher, like fast and not really take its time getting there. And then when we do get there, I want to see like displacement afterwards and things of that nature. I don't want to see price action turn into something like this, because then I'm not interested. I would not be interested if we do some stuff like that. Like, seriously, what's going on? I kind of want to make this white. Yeah, it actually look a little better. It ain't like too bright or anything. White, it's white, but it's like smooth out for some reason. So regardless, we're gonna be using that from here on out. Hopefully it's easy to seeable though, but should be able to. See how the 5 minute closed above there quite strong. shoot, you weren't able to hear me. My bad. But I was saying that if we we have this candle low, candle high, lower low, higher high. It's marking out the breaker. And then I was also mentioning the fact that we could target this high instead of this one, or even like the event horizon between this candle high and this candle high, which would be the midpoint of that, or this candle high and this candle high, which would be the midpoint of this. We could obviously come for either buy stops or buy side liquidity up here, considering yeah, there's liquidity up there, right? But I was also saying the fact that since this can also go bullish after pulling back inside of here and inside of this breaker. So if we want to do that, then I would prefer to like at least tapping this opening range high to then showing that we want to continue. But to be honest, I'd rather have seen us want to take out the low first to then run and want to take out the high. So yeah, that is a possibility. But I was also saying that I wanted to be on a 3 minute, considering it just looked a little cleaner. So let's just see what's about to happen here. It's 8 o'clock, by the way. Well, this was the 8 a.m. This is the 8 a.m. Well, it was the 8 a.m. candle, but now we 1 minute into the 8 a.m. candle. Here, this opened up. So let's see. Are we gonna just come back inside of the range and then maybe consolidate, or are we gonna start trying to work below and head lower? Let's just wait it out and see. I mean, based off of them candles though, here we are looking like we shifting into the downside. But this doesn't really matter. It does, but it doesn't. Considering for me, it didn't take out a higher time frame, so for me, that's not a valid. It didn't sweep a higher time frame liquidity point. So lots of order blocks and things of that nature. If you're trying to find an entry, it's not valid, at least in my eyes. It's not valid to me, to according to my model. Right, to somebody else's model that might be valid. They take it, cool. Cool beans, man. Let me see what this is. We're getting that bearish movement down here. That's what I like to see. I want to see this continue to try to get weak. All right, so I mean that was a little fluke. We did tap into this. I mean, Then now we're gonna be pushing up during this macro. Macro might deliver us up to the high. Trying to see what's the amount of handles. And that'd be like a. No man, just still waiting though. Just looking. It's definitely getting people on. Trying to get people to short. I definitely see that much. But that's why we're waiting. Cause look how we trading at the open range high. We just respecting that. And then here we failed to want to reach that by a little bit. Dropped into it. And now we displacing higher. But this could be a fluke too. Take out this minor high. And then want to go. Let's look at a 3 minute again though. 3 minute there. Let's just wait and see. It's not the worst. It's not the worst PA right now, but it is working out okay. You know. Yeah, these lows right here are looking good. We're gonna see because I'm also trying to see how this mic is doing. I should have it on or off. Let's see. I'm give me a sec. Let's see, man. Just really want to see how this mic turns out, but price action is just moving kind of iffy right now. It don't look like it want to give a true move. Potentially another no trade day is what it looking like. No, we'll see. I mean, right now it's just trading back and forth between my key level here and this opening range. After it's happening into that opening range. No, we still got time to obviously do something, move around, right? So we're gonna see what the market want to do right now. So far, even on the 3 minute, it's not really displacing nowhere, even during the macro time. So this could be um, a little tough market to try to find something right now. But that's cool. That's August. I don't really take as many trades in August, so we good. Uh, let's just keep it here. I'm what up, might do something. Give me a sec. I'm just gonna watch this though. Yeah, we keep hitting this opening range and then pushing up. So I don't really like this though. Look how it looks. It's like, man, now I can take off, but uh, I don't want to risk it right now. I'm sure we can take out this higher before 9:30, which I do not think it. I don't think it's doing that at all. So probably just gonna wait it out and see what's going on. Could work on something. Let me see. And so far, it's a green. It's a green month. It's real slow. So far, it's I mean, not a huge green month, but it's a green month. Put all my stats in here. That's cool. I mean, let me see what's going on. 15 minute, just straight consolidation inside of this candle. So really want to see this run up higher. I think DXY is looking like it's wanting to push down. So got some equal lows down there. So I will not be surprised if NQ want to reach for the buy stops. And we have some lows down here that price may want to reach for on the DXY. So yeah. Sure. Uh, Look at that. Now it's pushing up there. Makes sense though. Makes sense. If we do want to push up to the upside, uh, it's the 7:30. Correct. Oh no, it's this one. My bad. This candle high to this candle low. All right. So yeah, once we reach, and if we can reach this -1, ideally that'd be good for a potential sell-off. Right, but we could obviously expand a little higher than that. And if we do that, then just gonna wait for a potential short play if we can get one. Let's see, man. It could be reacting off of this rejection block from here, or even this wick, and then try to show some movement to the downside. But ideally, want to see that. Look like that's what's going on here. Acting off this rejection block and its wick. Yeah, it's just pure chop right now. I mean, I figured that we were gonna react off of this point 0.5 level, right? So I mean, if we could start displacing here. There was another thing we didn't have to reach for technically this high. Like I mentioned, we could just react off that rejection block and that wick. And then to 8:30, what we gonna do here? No, well let's just wait. If nothing, then it's nothing. That's what we can do.
Unknown caller.
Yeah. All right, we're getting that move down. Really not a bad play, but again, I'd rather see the lows taken out. Rather see them lows taken out, but maybe ES took them out already. No, nah, we didn't. But I feel more confident too, man. If ES don't want to come down and take out the low, I mean, we did come up inside of this other block. We didn't take out that minor high, which means we have relative, well, no, not relative, but we have equal highs with this high over here on ES. So I don't really like shorting like that. Not that it can't reach that point, but that is kind of sketchy. You feel me? So it's like, nah. I mean, this is heading down now. This is tanking. Oh, dang, I had thought that. What was I looking at that for? Oh, that was on the 15 minute. That's why. Or no, 5 minute. I was looking at. What was that? Hold up. What was that on? Mm, there we go. Now we're getting this movement. The move I want to see. We are going down kind of good though. But I didn't. I don't even trust all this for real. So I'd rather see my original play, which is them lows taken out, or potentially even further. Now, let me flip the script real quick. So yeah, let's see if we get some type of play here, or we just gonna consolidate back inside of this. I really want to see this try to sell off, like major. See if we get anything on what it look like it right now, at least. Man, right there. I don't. Wait, did we close inside? Oh, we did. Wasn't that? This point right here. From like this, it does look like we closed on the high. So that's not 50 handles to 18. It's not bad. It's at a low 60. But I want to see us get down here. Down there. All right. We're okay. We got the pullback. Now I want to see a break through the lows. Not just these lows over here. Not just these. I want to see this low over here taken out. Want to see that drop down. Doesn't matter how far we drop, but as long as we drop, we got 30 seconds until this 5 minute candle close. Then I prefer to see some move down. I mean, that's -1, which I don't really care for if we want to reach that or not, because we'll be taking out this opening range low after taking out the opening range high. But this is more clear run on stops, especially from the 15-minute perspective, right? 7:30 opened up. Now we're dropping down. This was a fake Judas swing. Now this is a Judas swing back to the low here. So I'm looking at this. Now it's the first manipulation to the low to then potentially come back up for these relative equal highs. Let me check out. Yes. Yes, I do think we can do that. We just gotta wait on it. 5 minute close bullish. That's what I like to see as some sort of pullback from the lower time frame, like the 3 minute. Tapped into this fair value gap. So now I'm looking to want to see if we can get this move down here to the downside. Let's fix that. Really looking for this low to get taken out as soon as possible, and then we can look for see if price want to go a little higher from here. Well, we're gonna range inside of here until 9:30, and then try to do his manipulation tactics. If I want to do that, then obviously no trade for me. Now we back inside of the range. This can obviously go either way, regardless if you had taken a short up in here on the lower time frame. It's looking like this would have been a break even, to be honest. I wouldn't even like let this one come back all the way, especially after this low is taken out. Just want to exit out as soon as we start rising up. Because usually we're supposed to dump, but we having wicks. So, therefore, we're going to wait it out, man. See what we get. We see by like 9:15, 9:20. I'll say 9:15. Let's see if we take out this low. We're still within the macro too, so let's see if we can get some type of delivery to the low. And then look at to see if we go higher. And we could obviously push down to the negative deviations, but want to see if we want to push higher. But yeah, should be in sight. Yeah, just watching this, and more than likely this ain't about to do that. So I'm probably just gonna end it here. Another day, no trade, just completely fine. I do think when 9:30 opens though, might just have some fast moving to the downside here. But I'm honestly not even looking to take nothing no more. 'Cause by the time we take out the low and try to form a setup, it's gonna be like 9:30, and I'm definitely not looking to take anything past that. So, or even like 9:15. I was hoping to be in a setup by then, but I'm already knowing the setup is not going to form within that time frame, even if we take out the low. So I'm gonna just call it there.